it away. And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2.
1 on, 2 out. Martinez hits one to deep right center field. The wall. Tie game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening. Welcome to Dodgers and Giants baseball. It is game 2 of the division series between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers here on Lewis Sports Network. Apologize for the lateness, but the San Francisco Giants are at the plate right now, and it is Kris Bryant, and he check swings a foul ball. Julio Urias on the pitching, doing the pitching for the Dodgers tonight, going up against Kevin Gausman, who just went through a first inning with recorded a strikeout. Dodgers lose the first game 4-0 to the Giants on a masterful 7 2/3 innings by Logan Webb. Pitched a wonderful gem with 10 strikeouts. And if you didn't know who Logan Webb was, ladies and gentlemen, baseball fans in the postseason, obviously the Giants fans knew about how good Logan Webb was. And Urias throws the pitch, and it is going to be fouled away by Kris Bryant. And so that is going to be strike 2. So now the count is even at 2-2. Smash the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Apologize for yesterday. Didn't get the chance to do that one. Had some crashes on the OBS, but it looks like everything is working. Here's the 2-2. And Brian breaks his bat, and it's going to be a foul ball on the 2-2. So it is still even 2-2. So he actually cracks the end, not the end of the bat, but the bottom barrel of the bat. Look at the contact. Bam. Not even on the sweet spot, but a few inches below the sweet spot. Fouled on, and that was a 4-seam fastball that he fouled right there. So smash the like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Ryan, man. Appreciate you coming on through. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Again, smash the like. Here's the 2-2. And it's going to be fouled again. So Urias already at 14 pitches. We got 1 out in the bottom of the first here at Oracle Park. Like I said before, Giants win game 1. Logan Webb's slider was incredible last night. The Dodgers could not hit his slider at all. He mixed in a couple of changeups. I thought his slider and his changeup were his bread and butter pitches all night long. And the Dodgers only had 2 runners go past first base the entire game. They had no answer for Logan Webb at all. So he dominated the Dodgers last night. Here's the pitch, and fouled away once again by Kris Bryant. Kris Bryant recorded 3 hits last night, 1 of 3 Giants to hit home runs. So we had Brandon Crawford went deep. Buster Posey hit a 2-run home run in the second inning last night in the bottom of the second, and then Kris Bryant hit a home run. Walker Buehler didn't pitch bad. It's just the Dodgers could not score. They couldn't score runs for him. So their offense got completely shut down. But again, if you guys haven't, man, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Again, Oracle Park. Giants look to take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 while the Dodgers looking to tie things up. Here's a rise with the pitch. And looks like Kris Bryant is going to sky it to shallow center field. And Trey Turner, the second baseman, makes a play while the shift was on to make the play for the second out of the inning, out number 2. Also, that's why Urias wears the glasses. Okay, that's probably something that I could have taken a guess. Probably something was up with his eye. Let me guys, make sure if you guys can hear me okay. So I just want to make sure that the volumes. I'm using a different mic. Usually I would use the other mic that actually would cut off the sound of the laptop, and everything would just be, you could hear it just in the microphone itself. But just let me know, see if you can hear. And that ball is hit, hammered deep to left. And it's gonna make a bounce all over the left field and over the wall. So we have a 2-out double. All right, so Slater gets himself a 2-out double, ground rule double. All right, so Slater starting tonight for the Giants gets himself already here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, that changeup was elevated, so that changeup was now located great. Ryan says, man, despite it being preseason and Westbrook only had 2 points, do you think it's just one game and he'll be better, or is he going to have a low scoring average this season? It's really hard to determine because it's only been one game. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I think that It's too early to judge. It's just been one game. I think people are kind of banking on things to be a problem, but we'll have to wait and see. So, and LeBron was he's going to be playing tomorrow, I believe, against the Suns. I mean, no, he played last night. No, he didn't play last night. I think him and LeBron are both going to play against Phoenix. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss on the changeup, strike one. Nice pitch by Arias for strike one to Buster Posey. Buster Posey, 1 for 4, hit a 2-run shot last night. Look at those numbers in the regular season. 18 home runs, 56 RBIs, 304 average, and an OPS of almost 900. 889 to be exact. Let me know if you guys can hear the game. It's probably not as light. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off. 0-2, quickly to Buster Posey. In game one, Buehler threw the fastball down the middle, and Buster went the opposite way with the pitch. I probably might do a new home run call that I've probably been working on. And I'll probably do it in a different language, man, if anything. You know what? I might have to take off the baseball logo just for the fact that I want the whole San Francisco thing to show up. And Buster Posey swinging a miss, he strikes out. So Urias allows one hit, strikes out two. And at the end of one, man, it is scoreless between the Dodgers and the Giants. Again, smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. Make sure to share the stream. All right, once I get the updates, man, I'll be able to do this. Let me see. Let's see. All right, Giants defense. We got Ruff at left, Chris Bryant at center, Slater at right, Longoria, Crawford, Solano, and Brandon Belt at first. Posey doing the catching and Kevin Gossman doing the pitching. See how quick I did that? All right, so we got Mookie Betts at leading off, Corey Seager, shortstop batting second, Trey Turner, second baseman batting third, Justin Turner batting cleanup fourth, Will Smith, the catcher, batting fifth, Chris Taylor, the center fielder, batting sixth, Bellinger, the first baseman, batting seventh, AJ Pollock, left fielder, batting eighth, and Julio Urias is batting ninth, going up against Kevin Gossman. Smash the like, hit that subscribe button. Let me see if I could take off this. Let me go to the design. Let me take off the logo. Can I take off the logo? Let's see if I can take this off. Perfect. Now that I could take it off, it looks great. Looks better. Now you guys can see the full scoreboard. That's what I wanted. Now that I got what I wanted, it looks great. Shout out to Jay in the building. Westbrook needs to have the ball or be in the left corner. LeBron needs the ball or be at the elbow. 3-point area. People are seeing why I said Russ as a sixth man. Now others are starting to say it. Rookies. Shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate you coming on through. Yep, I'm going to be doing preseason in just a bit. Sorry, it's a little warm in here, so let me just... Don't worry, folks. Got a shirt under. Apologies are mine. Just didn't expect it to be this warm. All right, man. So we're headed to the top of the second in just a bit. Here on commercial, Giants Dodgers game 2. Here at Oracle Park. My concern is that if the Dodgers lose this game, but my question is, who do they have? Who's pitching game 3 for both teams? The Dodgers better hope that they don't. They're gonna have to face Logan Webb again, and they're probably gonna have him going for game 5. That I know for sure. I'm wondering if the Giants are going with a 3-man or are they going with a regular 4-man rotation in the postseason. We're gonna have to wait and see. So I haven't seen who they decided they're gonna go with. All right. Here's Will Smith. Gossman with the pitch. Nice pitch right there down the middle for strike one. That's a fact, man. 258 average, 25 home runs, 76 RBIs. Had a very nice opening playoffs last night. Game 1 went 2 for 4. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a ball outside, ball one. Yeah, but what was crazy about those 5 hits, only 2 runners were able to go past first base the entire game. And the pitch, and that's going to be downstairs for ball 2. Counts now 2-1. Went with the split finger fastball. And catchers in the National League, first in home runs, he was first in RBIs, first in walks, and he was first in runs scored was Will Smith. So really, really, really good offensive catcher. And the pitch. And the ball is hit, smack, and it's caught by Brandon Crawford. Yes, it did. So Brandon Crawford makes the play. It looked like the ball popped out of his glove, but he was able to regain control and make the out. That ball gets away from him. Will Smith gets himself a hit. Yeah, it looked like if the ball was about to look. So it go in the glove. It looks like it was going to drop. It must have hurt then because, man, your boy Brandon Crawford looking like Robert Roode. Here's the second baseman, Chris Taylor, takes a ball. I'm sorry, he's playing center field. I said second base. Second base is Turner. Like, what am I saying? Sorry, I meant to say center fielder. So my mistake on that, guys. All right, here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Taylor hits it right into left center field for a base hit. And Taylor's going to get himself a 1-out double. All right, very nice piece of hitting right there by Chris Taylor. Took the fastball right down the middle. Right there. Bam. Chris Taylor puts it right up the middle. And like I said, you always go with the pitch anytime a ball is placed. And Chris Taylor is very fast. Very, very fast. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. All right, Cody Bellinger, left fielder. No, first baseman. Pollock is playing left field. I'm like, yo, I can't be feeling this. All right, Cody Bellinger gets a ball. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Obviously, Bellinger, more of a pull hitter. I mean, he's got a couple of options. He could shoot it in between the first and second baseman or in between second and short, even though the shortstop is playing more to his left. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be on the outside corner for strike 1 on the fastball. Count is even at 1-1. Shout out to the AJ show. I didn't even get to see the. I'm gonna have to see some of the. Comments. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. Here's the pitch, and the Bellinger fouls it off for strike 2. Chris Taylor in center field and Bellinger at first base, and there's a lot of trust factor there in the postseason in the past, and that's why he goes this way. Oh, the base. Oh, Jeter and the Red Sox. Oh yeah, 2003 and 2004 will always be my favorite. Will always be my favorite series. That's because I was not alive, obviously, during the '78 one-game playoff. That great classic, Bucky Dent. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be fouled away. AJ Show says, I got the Giants in this series. I actually picked the Giants to win too. They have the pitching to shut the Dodgers down. And offensively, they're potent enough. They're, I would say, competent enough to beat them. Because again, smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. Bottom of the second inning, we are scoreless. Top of the second inning, scoreless. Runner on in scoring position for the Dodgers. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the series for Bellinger. And Gausman, with his second strikeout of the game, gets him swinging on the splitter. And that's going to be out number 2. Nice split. Yeah, you can see it. You can see his pitch starts in the middle. He fooled Bellinger on that pitch, and Bellinger is known to kind of free swing. So, that's the crazy part about it. See, he starts up, and then it just swims right back down. It just like zips down. Starts in the middle of the plate and then zips down right in there. All right, here's AJ Pollock. AJ Pollock, my bad. Here's the pitch by Gausman. Split finger once again. That's low for ball 1. Remember, the Dodgers didn't get a base runner, I believe, past first, I think, until the 5th or 6th inning. Right now, you have you have Chris Taylor getting himself a double right here in the second. And if Brandon Crawford doesn't catch that ball, they would have had multiple runners on base. They only had one runner on base just about every single time. They were either hitting into double plays or they were getting forced out on fielders' choices. So here's the 1-0 by Gausman. That's going to be off the plate. So now it's 2-0. So now they're going to go with an intentional walk. AJ Show says that Ellington he does not like. Yeah, Wayne Ellington is, he really doesn't do much. AJ Show says, I just can't root for LeBron. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say you're not a real Lakers fan. That's what they would tell you. But even Jay will tell you otherwise. That he's like, unfortunately, got to deal with it. Trust me. All right, man. So here it is, ball 1. National League ranks among pitchers, 12 hits, tied for 3rd, 9 RBIs, tied for 1st. So, Julio could give you some production there. All right, man. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share this stream. So we got 2 runners on for the Dodgers. That's the most that they've had at all in this series so far. And good for them. What's a good sign is it's happening in the beginning of the game. This has got to give them at least somewhat confidence. I think I might do the Lakers and Suns tomorrow preseason just to see. All right, here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike on the outside corner for strike 1? Yeah, strike 1. All right, he went with the 4-seam fastball. Oh, you like the magic? Okay. Man, it's really tough for you. It's really tough for you guys. All right, here's the 1-1. And the ball is hit, and it's going to dunk in for a base hit. Here comes Taylor. He's rounding 3rd. Here's the throw. It's offline. And the runner goes to 3rd. It's an RBI single for Arias, and the Dodgers strike first. They take a 1-0 lead. So is this a good sign for the Dodgers? I mean, they taking a 1-0 lead. Yeah, that ball took one hop, and then Slater fielded it. His throw was just way off, though. Yeah, it was way off. That's the problem. All right, guys. So the Dodgers strike first. They take a 1-0 lead on the RBI base hit by Arias. This is huge. This is huge for the Dodgers. I mean, they need this game. You don't want to go down 2-0 because then you're on the brink of elimination. All right, here's Mookie Betts with runners on the corners, back to the top of the lineup and inside, and that's going to be ball 1. People were saying, was that a fastball? I mean, yeah, but it was the split finger. It was a split finger fastball that he was throwing. All right, smash it like it does. Subscribe. Here's the pitch to Betts. Betts hits it, and he hits it into left field. And that's going to be a base hit. Another run is going to score. And now we'll rise to second. Mookie Betts gets a base hit. And now the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead on the Giants. Oh, wait. AJ Pollock scored. That's right, because he was the one that was intentionally walked because I forgot Bellinger struck out. But anyway, Mookie Betts gets himself a base hit, and now it is a 2-0 Dodgers lead. All right, 2-0. Gabe Kapler's done an exceptional job with this Giants team. Got to give him a lot of credit. Former Red Sox, by the way. He was on that 2004 Red Sox team. Yeah, he was. All right, Gossman in a load of trouble here. He's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Both runs have scored with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Seager. Ball low. So it's 1-0. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away, strike one.
Seager's been one of the all-time greats with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. He has delivered so often in his career.
Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. So it tells you Corey Seager gets it done. I mean, he didn't get it done in game 1 because nobody was really in scoring position other than 2 Dodgers, but he's got a chance here. And the pitch, strike. I mean, if you're Gossman, obviously you just want to keep your team in the game. 14 fastball, 95 miles an hour, outside corner. He gets the call. Yeah, that ball was a little off the plate. All right, it gives them the 1-2, though. 2 men on. Top of the second, 2 outs. Crowd on their feet already. Corey Seager at the plate on the 1-2. Gossman at 36 pitches. Arias at second. Mookie Betts at first. Here's the windup in the pitch. Split finger. Swinging a miss. He strikes him out swinging. Third strikeout of the game for Kevin Gossman. He gets the huge strikeout, but the Dodgers get 2 runs. 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 men left on base. Hit it to the bottom of the second inning. The Dodgers this time strike first, and they lead 2-0 while the San Francisco Giants are coming up to bat. I almost call them New York Giants. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. It's funny because both teams did play in New York. Dodgers originally from Brooklyn, and then the Giants played in New York. So, let's see. All right, who is now? All right, let's see who's coming up. Who was the last hitter that made out for the Giants? Trying to remember who was the guy that made the last out. That's funny. All right, AJ Show's doing that streaming. All right. Shout out to Mr. 626 in the building, man. He says, let's go Dodgers, man. All right, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you being here. Shout out to Valhalla Sports, man, if you're here, man. Appreciate you, man, and salute. Say what's up while I'm doing this game. I know he's doing the game himself between these 2 teams because I know he's a Dodgers fan. All right, who for the Giants are batting? I just forgot. Oh, here we go. Wilmer Flores. As soon as I see the Seager strikeout, let me just see who is going to be batting up next. I saw Wilmer Flores. Oh, Brandon Crawford and Evan Longoria. So that's 5, 6, 7 coming up. Then we got Donovan Solano, second baseman, and then we got Kevin Gossman for the Giants. If you have not hit that like button, make sure to hit the like and make sure to hit that subscribe. Make sure you do that if you have not. I would truly appreciate it, and it helps the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps the channel grow. I truly appreciate that. All right. All right, I'm gonna see if I could put this on my. I'm gonna put this on my. I'm gonna put this on my tablet so I can listen to the commentary there, and then I could be able to take off.
Need to focus on the game? Hey Siri, turn on Do Not Disturb.
Here we go.
What a beautiful night here in San Francisco. The Dodgers just put 2 on the board in the top of the second inning. Don't forget, you can get your game on at MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your postseason gear and wear what the champs wear at the official source, MLBshop.com. Saturday night, San Francisco, and now the Giants playing from behind.
Here's the pitch by Arias. Strike. Flores.
Starting the bottom of the second.
The Dodgers cannot play from behind because if they play from behind, they're gonna struggle.
And then struck out Posey to end the inning. Ronnie, both of these teams are great front runners. The San Francisco Giants, the best in Major League Baseball when they score first. And the Dodgers are number 2 in that category.
The Giants 78-15, Dodgers 79-20. You know why? They've had the best 2 bullpens all season long.
That's crazy.
All the way around.
That's how good these 2 teams are. And so we got a 2-1 count for Arias.
Certainly set up, and we talked to Dave Roberts about this before the game. You don't want to be in the wild card game, but they won the wild card game, and now they've got.
No, and I definitely appreciate that, Mr. 626. No doubt, man. Appreciate that.
In Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium.
But shout out to Arias for making the count. Here's the pitch, and it's foul. Damn, that pitch was so good it made Flores go on his knees. Strike 2.
I really like the approach of Urias, the way he's approaching these right-handed hitters. A lot of pitches up and in. A couple of broken bats already.
This would be great if Arias could give this kind of performance.
It's a pitcher that, at this
I mean, so far he looks good, though, through an inning. Here's the pitch, 2-2, and that ball is down, so it's ball 3. So count is full, 3-2.
The pressure of it. Calms himself.
Calm down.
That's true. You get used to it.
He's a tough kid, good athlete, repeatable mechanics, everything you'd want.
Now here goes the fans chanting, "Let's go Giants."
170 ERA in the postseason last year.
Here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off by Flores. So still 1-2, still 3-2.
Urias, the 4th Mexican-born pitcher to win 20 games in a major league season. Fernando, of course. Teddy Higuera,
Fernando Mania.
20-game winner. Esteban Loaiza on that list.
Oh, pitch sequence. 4-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, curveball, 4-seam fastball, changeup, and then 4-seam changeup. All right, 4 out of 6. Here's the pitch. Went with the curve. That's a ball. And Flores will draw a leadoff walk. Here's Brandon Crawford.
Beautiful pitch, 3-2.
It was a beautiful pitch, but
To me, Flores gets the call.
let's see. Let's see that curveball.
It did look good. Might have caught a piece.
It looked like it caught a piece.
This one goes to the Giants.
Just probably not enough for the umpire. So the Giants get the benefit of the call as Flores draws a walk, and now Brandon Crawford's up to the plate.
In this ballpark for Julio Urias.
Roberts.
Smash the like, hit that subscribe.
Establishing roots early on where he stands.
He knows how important this inning is. That's why he's all over Hernandez, the home plate umpire.
Here's Brandon Crawford.
Here's Brandon Crawford. And the pitch. Fastball fouled off, strike 1. Crawford, 298 season, 24 home run, 24 home runs, 90 RBIs, OPS of 895. Hit a solo home run in game 1.
As a big leaguer, 90 runs batted in this season, also a career high. Finished in the top 10 in batting average as well. Hit
Here's the pitch,
94 this year.
and it's fouled away. Again, strike 2.
home means everything RBI stat. Giants postseason RBI leaders. Posey number 1. Crawford is number 4. 18th RBI
Most postseason home run RBI leaders? Well, that just says RBI leaders. Buster Posey's number 1. Here's the pitch. And fouled away.
For every RBI during the NLCS, Loan Depot will be donating $1,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. That's on top of the over $500,000 they've already donated this year.
Crawford hit that home run, Brian, off Alex Vesia last night on a first pitch curveball. He just got a curveball 2 pitches prior.
Went lefty on lefty last night.
All right, here's the 0-2.
And his first at bat tonight.
Here's the 0-2. And another foul.
It off. Count stays at 0-2. This is second postseason homer at age 34. The third oldest shortstop to homer. It's good company there. Derek Jeter, Edgar Renteria.
Edgar Renteria was underrated. Really nice clutch hitter in the postseason. Pitch. Crawford hits it into the left center field, and it's going to dunk it for a base hit.
Just a beautiful piece of hitting.
And now the Giants are threatening. They got 2 runners on.
And he's got back-to-back hits against left-handed Dodger pitchers. And the Giants quickly put 2 on with nobody out.
Brian, he fouled off a lot of tough pitches to get to this pitch, a high 4-seamer from Urias. Ball's middle, though, and he's able to hit it to left center field.
All right.
Ran up the bat just a little bit, but poked it in the left field.
So Brandon Crawford gets himself a left center field base hit. 2 men on. Nobody out for the Giants.
2 men are on.
The Dodgers have to get out of this. Arias has got to get out of this inning. Hopefully he does not allow any runs, because if he does, it's going to be.
Longoria here.
And look, he's been great. 2/3 of his pitches have been strikes. 24 strikes to just 8 balls. So he's been great. But he's got 2 runners on. A walk and a base hit. Here's the pitch. And the ball is hit left center field, but it's going to be caught. Taylor makes the play for the first out of the inning. Runner tags and goes to third.
It was all kind of panic setting in for a moment. Taylor looked up and did not see the ball.
All right, so Taylor makes the play for the first out of the inning as
Number 1, Flores advances to third.
Wilmer Flores does advance to third on the pop out, on the fly out.
Good center fielder also. Maybe not as good as Bellinger. And that ball carried here to left center field, so he had to stay with it, and he did.
It's a monster fly ball. Watch Taylor right at the outset. He'll raise his hands right out here. I can't see it. Then he finds it.
He was shaded a bit to right center field, so it was a long run for Chris Taylor. Appropriate play, throwing that ball back into second.
So first and third. Urias with his first out.
Here's Donovan Solano at the plate. Smash it like hit that supply. Swap. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ball.
Takes a ball. Dave Kepler not afraid to
So remember, Gossman had that tough second inning,
already.
and now
Stella is on deck. Stella and Solano are the platoon at second base, but the pitcher spot is due up next. Zach Littell up and warming in the Giants bullpen.
and the pitch. Solano hits it. It's going to hit, and Taylor is able to make the play. Runner tags, Flores throws, and it is a 2-1 game. So Solano with a sacrifice fly as Wilmer Flores slides in from third, and it is now a 2-1 baseball game. So we get a walk, a base hit, a fly out. That was right center field when he made that play.
So this could have been a play if it was a little shallower, but he gets him for the first run.
Well, it was deep enough, so he was able to make score. More shallow. Taylor's got to play at the plate. All right, Crawford stays at first. Now we got Kevin Gossman, the pitcher. So the 2 runs he gave up in the second inning, he gets a run back. 1-run game.
Left-handed hitter is Gossman. There's that protective
Here's the pitch, Swing and a miss, strike one on the curveball.
I don't think that Costello would have been a decoy if that had been a hit by Solano. I think they would have tried for a big inning. If the wheels.
Yo, where are my Dodgers and Giants fans at, man? Giants, Dodgers, baby. Let's go.
It is interesting, though, that
Postseason baseball, game 2. Here's a pitch of the division series. Another curveball off the plate, ball 2.
Stella and Solano being the second base.
I'm sorry, ball 1.
Typically, there are platoons everywhere for Gabe Kapler. This team maximized their pinch hitters and their matchups.
Oh, man, I like that sweater.
As well as anyone
The San Francisco City. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a strike on the outside corner. And the count is now 1-2.
1-2 the count. One game in September where Gabe Kapler used 5 pinch hitters.
Gausman, 185 average, 4 RBIs.
Back fly, that's right. He can handle the bat pretty well. Hit a
And the pitch,
5 this year.
curveball off the plate, count even at 2-2.
Count 2-2. You know he wants to return the favor to Urias, who delivered an RBI single in the top of the second inning. Two with 2 outs. Giants have scored in the second.
And the pitch, swing and a miss as he strikes out to end the second. But the Giants get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left on base. At the end of 2, headed to the top of the 3rd inning, it is Dodgers 2, Giants 1. As we head over to the commercial break. So the Giants were able to get 1 in the bottom of the 2nd after allowing 2 by Gausman in the top of the 2nd. And Wilmer Flores is at first. My bad. Usually Brandon Belt would be there because he was there in game 1. But we got the Turner brothers at 3-4 and Will Smith. So the heart of the lineup coming up. Mr. 626 says, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Facts. Facts. Yeah, but if I'm the Dodgers, you don't want to. It looks like Gausman is a little bit off. You got to hope that Gausman doesn't recover and then end up pitching well. Because remember, they couldn't hit Logan Webb at all last night. They only mastered 5 hits. And like I mentioned before, folks, the Dodgers only had 2 runners in scoring position the entire night. So if you're the Dodgers, you need to strike early and you have to play ahead. You don't want to play from behind, especially with this. Again, these 2 teams have 2 of the best bullpens in all of baseball. I call them the Turner brothers, man. Trey and Justin Turner. I mean, or you could call them the Turner Bros. I mean, either way. I mean, it's the Turner brothers, and they're batting back to back. So it's like Trey Turner, and then it's Justin 3-4. So kind of like how you would call a defense in the NFL 3-4, 4-3. Turner brothers, Turner Bros. I'm about to tell that to Valhalla. I'll be like, look, man, I got a nickname for the Turners, man. I call them the Turner Bros, or you call them the Turner Brothers, man. So no, yeah, this is a good sign. The fact that the Dodgers were able to get the Gausman early, the Dodgers look more patient. They're not. I mean, he does have a couple of strikeouts, but I think the approach that the Dodgers have are much better. If the ball is elevated up. If they're going kind of up and in towards the middle of the plate, the Dodgers are putting good swings on it, and they're going with the pitches. Will Smith did it. Mookie Betts did it. So I just think that's what their approach. You don't want to let Gausman establish his split finger, because if you let that happen, it's going to be a long night for the Dodgers. And because they couldn't hit Logan Webb's slider. And the thing with his slider was he had so much off spin, but his location was just so well put.
On TBS is presented by Good Sam.
All right, man. Top of the 3rd inning.
Get 2 in the 2nd. Urias and Mookie Betts with RBI singles. Giants come.
We are starting with one of the Turner Bros here in the top of the 3rd inning. It is Trey Turner, double T. It is double T. Trey Turner at the plate.
Los Angeles, Trey Turner, Justin Turner, and Will Smith will start it again.
Double T and JT. Oh, see, I'm cooking now. Here's a pitch by Gausman. Splitter, strike 1. I'm telling you, if Giant fans know who Logan Webb is, but baseball just found out who he was. That was an incredible performance by Logan Webb last night.
That's a single as well.
Should have had 12 strikeouts.
Turner is hitless.
All right, man. Here's the pitch by Gossman. Swing and a miss on the splitter, strike two. You see what I talked about? You see what I talked about? Threw the splitter down, and Trey Turner went for it. Got to avoid that splitter down. You want that splitter up in the zone to get a good swing. You don't want to be chasing that splitter down. Unless you have really good plate coverage, you want to avoid that split finger fastball down. Force him to throw that ball in the strike zone. Here's the pitch, and Double T takes the ball.
Posey keeps it in front just in case. So those are the results of the split finger fastball thus far.
I mean, he's made outs,
2 hits on it.
3 outs.
And has gotten 3 outs.
But again, if you look at the location, if it's anywhere in the zone, the Dodgers have been able to hit it. If the ball is below the strike zone, Dodgers end up swinging and missing. He's gotten all 3 of his strikeouts with the split.
Also has a changeup.
Here's the 1-2, and the ball is slow tap. Gossman fielded, and Gossman was able to get him just in time for the out. Heck of a play by Gossman.
And he makes a play on Trey Turner. I'm sure the Dodgers.
That was a really nice play.
Look at this.
I think he just beat him. Let's see. Turner can fly, man.
That was the key.
Yeah, he just got him. Just got him.
Nice play.
Again, Wilmer Flores' foot right in the middle of that bat.
If I'm Roberts, I wouldn't challenge that. He just got him just by a hair of a step, just a hair.
There was a day when that was automatic. But going to the side of the bag, Turner, and just got him. So 1 away. That brings up Justin Turner. Lined out his first time up. Hit one sharply to left.
Here's the pitch. Splitter down. Ball.
This year against the Dodgers on a similar play, more toward third base, but injured his hip. He had been battling some hip tightness, and that was a game back in May. Had to come out of the game.
All right, here's Justin Turner, 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is JT. Double T got grounded out on a bang play, but here's JT, 1-0, and the pitch is going to be a ball, 2-0. Smash a like, hit that subscribe.
13 hitters now. He's thrown a first pitch ball to 10 of them.
Yeah, which tells you he's kind of off. I mean, 10 of the first 13 hitters, a ball. He can't establish strike one.
Stranded a runner at second. And then 2 scored last inning. 1 away for Justin Turner. 2-0 to count.
Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike with the slider. 2-1.
That's the pitch that Turner had not thought about. The third pitch of Gossman trying to get back.
You can't forget about that slider. Look at the rotation on that slider. Cannot forget about that pitch. Cannot. All right, here's the pitch. Strike 2.
Top of the strike zone. 2-2 the count.
I mean, Gossman could take a chance here because it's an even count.
Obviously, he gets a lot of swings and misses, but it's like 1 pitch.
Nice job establishing the fastball. And I think he's probably going to, knowing him, he's going to go for the splitter. He's gotten all the strikeouts with it. Why not go for it? Take a chance. It's an even count. Here's the 2-2. Splitter fouled away.
It all changes when you're throwing strikes. And just the level of the pitches, the planes in which they come. That's right. It's Dave Roberts saying, we got to stop chasing, But when you put these pitches
Oh, he
together,
just got the barrel because he would have, that would have been a strikeout.
Good at bat by Turner just to get a piece of that.
He barely got a piece because that ball went past him.
Gossman's fastball is at the top of the strike zone, and his splitter is underneath the strike zone.
2-2 the count.
Here's the 2-2 by Gossman. Turner 0 for 1. And the pitch. And Turner hits it to center field, going back. And Bryant is going to make the play for the second out of the inning, 2 away.
Justin Turner sends one to the deep reaches of center field.
That ball carried.
Loud out, 2 up and 2 down for Gossman.
That ball carried.
To get to the parts of this ballpark that are the deepest parts.
That's like slightly right center, man. But Turner took it deep, but he ends up flying out. Nice play by Chris Bryant. That ball carried a little farther than I thought it was going to carry.
Those fences in here at Oracle Park 2 years ago.
So Turner's out.
More home run friendly.
Here comes the catcher, not the actor, Will Smith.
Lineup made it a lot more home run friendly statistically.
Here's the pitch.
As Will
That's going to be a strike
strike one.
with the slider.
Responded with 241 home runs. Only the Toronto Blue Jays with 262 have more.
Wow. Can you believe this Giants team? I don't think they had a I think the Giants might be the only team to hit that many home runs without a 30 home run hitter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter for strike two. And here comes the crowd. Here comes the crowd. Here comes the crowd at Oracle Park. I believe so. Mr. 626, I think. Don't remember what it was, but they did do something. And the pitch. Ball. 1 and 2.
Smith takes it. I think Gosman put it right where he wanted to, though. Two hits last night for Will Smith.
Here's the pitch, and the ball grounded. Flores fields it, flips it over to Gosman, and it is over. All right, 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gosman. Dodgers get no hits, nobody on base. And headed to the bottom of the third, it is Dodgers 2, San Francisco 1. As Will Smith grounds out to end the inning. All right, once the scoreboard updates, I can see who's going to be leading off the next inning for the San Francisco Giants. They trail 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. I don't know why it's taking so long for this to upload. Like, what? Like, the inning's over. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here we go. We got Darren Ruff, we got Chris Bryant, and Slater. Top of the lineup. Top three hitters in the lineup for the San Francisco Giants coming up in the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 is the score here in Oracle Park. Game was at 9:07 Eastern time, 6:07 Pacific time out in the Bay. So I see my Knicks play the Wizards tonight in preseason.
Well, and an ode to Abbott and Costello. Who's on first is the main question both of these managers have to answer every day. Max Muncy, Brandon Belt, both out with injury. Matt Beatty, Albert Pujols, Billy McKinney, Cody Bellinger are options for the Dodgers. Wilmer Flores,
and in the Giants, Darren Ruff, Lamonte Wade, and Chris Bryant. Man, both of these teams are deep.
Huge production from Belt and Muncy. A big story for both of these teams.
Here's the pitch, and Arias gets a strike right there with the curveball. Actually, with the changeup to Darren Ruff. Left fielder struck out in the first inning.
Darren Ruff, who would be one of those first base options tonight, gets to start in left field.
And the pitch.
And the Giants.
And that's going to be a ball, 1-1.
Looking in the first inning. Julio Urias has 3 Ks. Dodgers got 2 in the second. Giants answered with a run in the bottom of the second.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs, ball 2. 2-1.
Urias is control just off a tiny bit.
Yeah, I would say so. Not a lot, but you could just see he's a little bit. 3-1.
3 balls and a strike.
You can tell Julio wears his heart on his sleeve. You can tell exactly where he's at with his pitches.
All right, Chris Bryant is next on deck. And then Slater in the dugout. And the pitch. Fouled away, strike 2.
Take you back to Max Muncy's injury. This was on the final Sunday of the year.
That was his what? His elbow?
Pretty benign play, but then the throw was up the line.
I thought it was his. I thought it was his leg. He ended up injuring his elbow.
And a dislocated elbow actually popped the elbow back into place, and you're just trying to get to the finish line of the season with a guy who hit 36 homers this year.
And it's going to be fouled away.
It was Dave Roberts and the Dodgers' worst-case scenario. They're the 2 Maxes.
Scherzer and Muncy.
You can only be a spectator right now, and so
You got the Max twins.
You also lose a very good defensive first baseman.
He really has worked hard.
So 2 Maxes, 2 Turners.
He's played, and he's gotten much better than his first couple of seasons.
3-2 the count on Ruff.
It's unfortunate that injury happened. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out.
Between innings, Lauren had a chance
Second strikeout as Ruff strikes out the second time in the game.
Max, Dave said today you'd be back sooner than later. What does that mean?
We're still not sure yet. We're working through some things, trying to get range of motion back in the elbow. It's a painful process, but we're hoping that means, when we move on, we can hopefully I can help the team in some way, shape, or form.
They need Max Muncy right now.
Tough to watch from afar.
At least Max knows he has a chance to get in there and help out. I'm kind of just sitting on my thumbs right now, so it's it really sucks, but I'm trying to do anything I can to help these guys out.
And the pitch to Chris Bryant. Grounder. Fielded by Turner. Fields it over the throw and throws it over to Matt Beatty and gets the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. 2 away.
Almost like the hitting muse for this lineup for the Dodgers. He's so patient, doesn't chase pitches, takes a lot of pitches, has great power. He's really a real cornerstone of the middle of that lineup for the Dodgers. So having him out is a huge loss.
Has that big brace on that elbow. They are encouraged that it.
Couldn't agree more, Mr. Ron Darling.
Apparently, he's a fast healer. It could heal to the level where he can play. He is more of a long shot to come back if the Dodgers continue on than Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt looks like he would have a chance to come back maybe as early as next series.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball.
Advance out of this NLDS. There's Joe Kelly up in the Dodger bullpen. Even though Urias has retired the first 2.
I would hold off on Joe. I would hold off on Joe Kelly, man. Let's see what Arias can do. He's got a 2-1 lead. His control's a little off, but it's not like the Giants are hitting him hard. And nice play. Turner making the play for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Arias. Headed to the top of the 4th through 3. It is Dodgers 2, San Francisco 1. We got Taylor, Bellinger, and Pollock. 6, 7, 8 for the Dodgers coming up in the top of the 4th. Yeah, I just think that to get Joe Kelly in, I think is a little premature. I mean, let's see what Arias can do. It wasn't like if Arias was in any type of danger. He hasn't thrown a lot of pitches. He only threw 10 pitches in that 3rd inning. So I think if I'm Roberts, I would hold off on Joe Kelly before I start to see Arias really start to sort of crumble. Yeah, I'm glad Bellinger stayed away from that play because, and then I'm also glad Turner was able to get the ball because Bellinger looked like if that ball was gonna drop, and I'm like, yo, that's not your ball. That's what I wish fielders would take more command when they clearly have the play, and then somebody tries to interfere with them. Like you can clearly see Bellinger, He was going to screw that play. It was better that Turner took care of that. It just shows you how deep this Dodger lineup is, man. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. So let's see if Kevin Gossman can. So Kevin Gossman
why baseball loves bobbleheads?
get it done.
What your favorite players keep in their lockers? Want to know what the superstars talk about in the dugout? MLB Originals has these answers and much more you can stream today in the MLB app. Fourth inning from Oracle Park in San Francisco. Chris Taylor will lead off for the Dodgers here. They're strike one from Gossman. We talked about the Max Muncy story with the Dodgers.
All right, so Chris Taylor takes strike one.
Brandon Belt is the other big part of the story for the Giants. And Brandon Belt, who has fought through some injuries this year, but having a big year and a big power hitter, has sent Gabe Kapler back to the drawing board a little bit as well with his first baseman. Kapler threatened.
All right, so already 0-2, man.
Tommy LaStella didn't pull the trigger. Only used one player off the bench last night. Gossman's got Taylor in an 0-2 count.
All right, here's the pitch, and the ball is hit. Nice diving stop. Got him.
Close play at first base. Evan Longoria, former Gold Glove third baseman, makes a beautiful play. The fountain of youth right there for Longoria.
And he's still able to make the play.
Offensively, but he always is so good at this position, able to go to his
Let's see that diving stop right here by Longoria. Throws it over to first. Oh yeah, he got him. Yeah, he got him pretty easy. Wow. That's crazy. Here's Cody Bellinger at the plate.
And another big play. The Giants.
Evan Longoria making the defensive play.
And Longoria gets the first out here. So all of a sudden, Gossman is retired 5 in a row. Here's Cody Bellinger now.
Here's Cody. Takes a strike right down the middle.
Two excellent plays in 2 days by Flores at first base as well.
That was excellent defense by Longoria being on that diving stop.
Cody Bellinger, a strikeout victim in the second inning. Just 2 hits all year against the Giants.
All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
Yeah, that splitter, it just dives. And Bellinger, who's been chasing that split finger fastball tonight, comes up empty once again.
I'm sorry, but Cody Bellinger, he is such a pull hitter. I don't know what his injuries. He is not the MVP that he once was just a few years ago.
Gossman almost as if he's pitching with a smile. Working that gum.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. I thought he got a base hit on that.
Had that ball by him and he hit it so
he said it's okay if you're going to hurt my feelings. What's your honest prediction for the series?
Wide open spaces over there. Third base umpire.
The way I see it going, I believe honestly that
Crawford, the lone
as long as they're evenly matched, I think it's going to come down to, I mean, both bullpens are very good. I think it's going to come down to timely hitting. The Dodgers pitchers have got to be a little bit better, though, too. I mean, it hurts that they don't have Trevor Bauer due to that crazy situation with his ex. With his girlfriend. They could have used him in a game like this. 1 and 2.
And Gosman misses outside.
You know, when you've had such a difficult season like Bellinger has had this year, it's got to feel good in a way to just flip it and start all over.
I mean, that's the great thing about the playoffs. You have a terrible season, but it's 0-0. But you're batting nothing when you're in the playoffs. So, and it's going to be fouled away.
So again, let's just give you a look here. We're talking Muncy and Belt, and this was what happened to Belt. It was drilled September 26th. He was trying to bunt. It broke his thumb.
Oh, that's what happened.
And that's on his left hand. And so the Muncy injury, the Belt injury, it has changed the way these two managers will use.
Well, yeah, that's what they've had to.
2 or 3 first basemen in each game.
All right. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out on the splitter. Bellinger out on strikes. Second out of the inning. So now Bellinger's 0 for 2.
We're still working on it right now. We're throwing everything we got at it. I'm not exactly sure where I'm at yet, but I'm still hopeful for the NLCS. If not, hopefully I can get back for the World Series.
How do you captain from the dugout?
I think just showing up, and just
I mean,
any way I can. If I
talking to the guys too, of course. I mean, just encouraging them.
Brian.
That's how it
We
is.
appreciate Brandon Belt, Max Muncy, spending some time with us. Wanted to hear from those guys.
The 2 injured players we got to hear from. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball to Mookie. No, AJ Pollock.
Well, he's kind of a de facto captain, but one game went out there with a.
Did Ron Darling just call him de facto? All right, and looks like we have our first buffer tonight. Let us escape the screen.
See, that's right. I am the captain now.
Oh, wow, we going there now? Oh, my God.
Shirts made up. It worked. 2 outs here. Gosman.
All right.
AJ Pollock.
Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the slider.
Introduce that slider, Ronnie. It's changed. The Dodgers are seeing Gosman. That was that slider right there, and now it's 1-1.
Now, when everything's on and he's at the top of his game, he can pitch in a game with just 2 pitches.
Smash the like, hit that, subscribe.
So he had to incorporate that slider.
Got a beautiful play from Evan Longoria to start this inning. Took a hit away from Taylor. 2 men are out in the 4th. And
Here's the 1-1. Ball.
Takes a ball. Gosman gave up 3 consecutive base runners. The first was Pollock on an intentional walk in the second. And then back-to-back RBI singles by the pitcher, Urias, and then Mookie Betts, the leadoff man. That was the 2-run second inning. But nothing since for Gosman.
Here's the pitch.
A strike.
That's a strike.
2-2 now.
Gosman was the opening day starter for the Giants, and now his first postseason start.
Fans on their feet. Look at those Giant fans rock at Oracle Park. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss on the splitter. No runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gosman. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning right now. Dodgers 2 and San Francisco Giants 1. For the Giants, Buster Posey, Will Flores, Brandon Crawford, 4, 5, 6 in the bottom half of the 4th coming up. Again, if you allow him to establish his split finger fastball down in the zone, he will get hitters to chase. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. Just make sure you listen to the commentary here in the background. As you already know, Lewis Sports Network will be right back. Make sure to listen and tune into the game. So I'll be right back.
Ready to lead off as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. A postseason star for the Giants. Three-time world champion Buster Posey, 2010, 2012, and 2014. Last night hit a home run. His first homer in the postseason since that 2012 season.
Leading off innings, on-base percentage for Buster, 425.
Julio Urias back to work for Los Angeles. And Posey takes the ball. Urias struck out Posey in the first inning. It would appear that Kevin Gausman is selling in. That's a fly ball to right on the run. Betts, he turns. Betts cannot make the play. One hop off the wall. Posey at the second base with a leadoff double. His home run last night came to the opposite field. Now an extra base hit to start the fourth.
You can count on one hand the times you've seen Mookie Betts get turned around by a ball off the bat. And this ball off the bat of Posey on a changeup, down and away, and I don't think Mookie thought he hit it hard enough. And once he realized it was over his head, a couple of circles and a couple of turns, and the ball one hops the wall.
The Giants have two doubles tonight. Austin Slater, now a Buster Posey. Giants with their third hit. And here is Wilmer Flores. Flores, we talked about the first base carousel. He's been the call for Gabe Kapler because of his bat and what he can do right here, especially in spots like this. Flores has hit well against the Dodgers this year. A .311 batting average in 12 games this season. Has a couple of home runs and 5 RBIs. Oh, had a big cut.
Buster now 10 for 20 of Urias with 4 doubles. One with Flores from the day he got in the major leagues. Always has hit well against left-handed pitcher.
They figured tonight was going to be a lock to start at first base, but he was in there last night as well against Walker Buehler. Flores 0 for 4 last night. He walked and scored in the second inning. And Flores to center field, got some hook on it, and running it down is Taylor. Posey has to retreat. Flores hit that right on the barrel. A line drive out to center field, out number 1 for Urias.
You're right on the barrel, BA. A good jump by Chris Taylor. He got to that in time. Nothing for Posey to do there. Had to come halfway as Taylor makes that catch.
Taylor's been busy tonight.
There's no way he can tag up on that and advance to third base, so he went halfway.
A look from our T-Mobile base cam. Two to 1, Dodgers lead. All runs coming in the second inning. Now the Giants threaten. Tying run at second in Posey. Here's Brandon Crawford now.
Look at that number.
That's a big number. 5th best in all of baseball. A .353 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. And he drove in 90 this year. Popped him up. Playable for Turner. Justin Turner makes a play for the out. 2 are gone. Posey still at second base, so Urias gets 2 outs in the air. And now it'll be Evan Longoria.
Urias and Smith now going to change the signs after 2 outs with the runner on second.
Longoria had a fly out in the second inning. It was a productive out, though. It allowed Flores to advance to third, and then Flores would score on the sac fly by Solano. Two outs. In the dirt. Good block back there by Will Smith.
Well, Smith slides over and keeps that ball in front of him. Hit off the edge of that glove. Sometimes that can carry him away, but he kept it in front of him.
Two excellent catchers in Posey and Smith. Longoria finished the season 0 for his last 20. 0 for 1 tonight. And a swing and a miss. Jose Alvarez in the Giants bullpen. He's not throwing a baseball quite yet. That weighted ball to get loose. You got Alvarez and Jake Mcgee that Gabe Kapler will use when the fire's hot with men on base. Alvarez first typically, and then Jake Mcgee. Looks like Alvarez getting ready just in case pitcher spot should bat here. Gosman still 2 spots away. Down in the hold right now. Solano is on deck.
Longoria, who got off to such a quick start this season, but then battled injuries the rest of the way.
Longoria had a collision with Brandon Crawford in early June, injured his left shoulder, and then a couple of weeks ago was hit by a pitch, injured his thumb. So it's understandable, thumb injuries, hand injuries. He's not been himself at the plate. Postseason has a tendency to change that sometimes. He's late, fouls it away. Urias sticking with the fastball here.
Urias has been pretty fastball heavy all game. Love that follow through from Urias. That left leg just spinning through.
61 pitches for Urias, 30 of those fastballs. And has mixed the curve and the change equally. Here's a 2-2. Longoria takes a ball.
Urias during the regular season averaged about 15 pitches per inning, so it really has been tougher this evening. Watch the finish with that left leg. It comes all the way through and across.
I think he liked the feel of that pitch, though. He was nodding as if to say, I like the way that came out of my hand. Like he knows something nobody else does. Here's the 3-2 with 2 outs. Longoria, fly ball right field, bets a long run toward the line. He's there, he's got it, and the inning is over. And Urias works around a leadoff double by Posey. 2-1 Dodgers. We go to the 5th.
Postseason on TBS is brought to you by Good Sam RV Parks, America's largest campground network, and by T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network.
It's a beautiful Saturday night in San Francisco and the Bay Bridge. 2-1 Dodgers. This is Game 2 of the National League Division Series. Brian Anderson with Ron Darling, Lauren Shahadi with you. Great to have you with us tonight. This series will be moving to Los Angeles after a travel day tomorrow. Game 3 will be Monday night here on TBS from Dodger Stadium. Julio Urias and the RBI single in the second inning, part of the 2-run inning. And Urias slices one foul and out of play. Urias was at the plate in the second inning. Gabe Kepler intentionally walked A.J. Pollock to get to him, and then he hit a liner to right for an RBI. First RBI by a Dodger pitcher in the postseason since Yu Darvish, 2017. That was in the LCS. And the way he tracks pitches, I mean, looks like he's got an idea. He enjoys this part of the game.
His career average is around the 200 mark. He hit 200 this season.
Hit 200, won 20 games. That's a pretty good year. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Gosman really starting to settle in now, Ronnie. That's his 6th strikeout. He's retired 8 straight. A reminder, T-Mobile covers the most interstate highway miles with 5G. Home or away, you can stay connected to your team with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage. Our T-Mobile base cams taking you down on the field. Gosman was maybe a batter away with the Giants at the plate from being lifted for a pinch hitter and taken out of this game. That was back in the 2nd inning. He had just given up 2 runs in the top of the 2nd. He is on a roll right now. The Dodgers have not had a hit since Mookie Betts' RBI single back in that 2nd, and now it's Betts who takes strike 1.
Well, that's been the difference for Gosman in these 8 straight retired, is he's now starting to mix in the first pitch strike.
Shift is on, expecting Betts to hit one on the ground to the left side. And it is on the ground to the left side. Brandon Crawford gobbles it up, and there is out number 2 for Gosman. 9 in a row retired.
Both these pitchers with a little hiccup, but now on top of their game.
Gosman out of LSU was actually drafted by the Dodgers out of high school. And a high draft pick, actually. Went 6th in the 6th round and decided to go to college. And was a star at LSU. Drafted with very high expectations coming out of Baton Rouge. Gosman was eventually, talk about a guy betting on himself, he was the 4th overall pick. Just 2 years later, out of college, Orioles drafted him. And never kind of got to the level the Orioles were hoping. He was in the big leagues quickly at age 22. Been a good pitcher for a long time. Been a great pitcher this year as he misses to Seager.
His first winning season with 14 wins for Pollock. 2 strikeouts so far for Seager.
Two outs in the 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right off the end of the bat, Gosman pounces, throwing to first in time. He's locked and loaded now. Kevin Gosman with a 9-pitch inning. He's retired 10 in a row, and it's a 2-1 Dodger lead with the Giants coming to bat, bottom of the 5th.
Luis, mañana le echamos ese jabón al tanque. I'm going to put the thing. Yo sabré que vengo ahí como de cada, aparte de atrapar, yo sabré que Polo dice que como cada 3 meses, en un año se puede poner 4 veces, ¿verdad?
Cuando se lo llaman 2 veces, yo creo que todo es posible.
Yo creo que más de 2 veces, porque el carro tiene un año.
No, I'm talking about this year alone.
Yeah, but yo me acuerdo la última vez. We was working together, right?
Yo sé que una vez yo creo que fue en mayo que tú lo pusiste, I remember. No sé si lo pusiste en marzo o abril.
Pero anyway, yo mañana lo voy a poner tu madre y tu mamá. El 10. El 10 y no lo, octubre, no lo pongo como hasta enero. Entonces lo pondría así. Enero, después de febrero, marzo,
abril. Después julio y después octubre, febrero. So, folks, sorry I was gone. I apologize. So we are back. So looks like we got Wilmer Flores, we got Brandon Crawford, and Evan Longoria coming up 5, 6, 7. So it was a 1, 2, 3 top of the fifth for Kevin Gossman. I'm assuming. So it's still 2-1 in favor of the Dodgers right now. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up against Smash Like It, That's Subscribe. He said, "Let's go. I'll be right back. I want to watch a 2-minute clip." I'm back. It was crazy. Mr. 626, man, you already know. Dedicated to his Dodgers. You already know, man.
Actor Tom Cruise enjoying the festivities here.
Tom Cruise in the house?
As we take a look at today's odds, powered by
Mr. Mission Impossible himself?
Total combined homers, 2.5 is the number.
I remember him most for his role in Vanilla Sky with Cameron Diaz and Penelope Cruz.
2-run Dodgers second. Giants answered with 1 in the bottom of the second.
Smash it like, hit that, subscribe, man. Bottom of the fifth, here's Donovan Solano and takes the ball upstairs with a fastball, ball 1.
Gabe Kepler has already sent Mike Yastrzemski on deck, so we could have a pinch hitter next. We had LaStella on deck earlier, pulled him back, let Gausman hit. Gausman's retired 10 in a row for
Here's the pitch, and fouled off.
Fouls it away, he was late, and it's a ball and a strike. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers,
Joe Kelly warming up in the bullpen.
For the second time now, as Urias starts his inning.
We saw him in the wild card to replace the starter and get a big out in the middle of the game. Dominic Leon up for the Giants.
So the wheels in motion for both managers. Close game, low scoring affair.
Here's the pitch. Solano hits it opposite field, going back, and Mookie Betts has room to make the play for the first out of the inning. Makes the catch.
Number
1
1.
away.
And let's see what Gabe Kepler does. He's going to pull Yastrzemski back, and Gausman will hit. Got a lot of wooden ducks down there tonight.
Right.
All right, you rise to 66 pitches. Give me a second. Once again, guys. Once again, I'll be right back.
Waiting to see what was going to happen.
Hiding.
Yes. To get a new life.
It's so fun and interesting to go along with both of these managers and how they maneuver. You know, the thought was if Solano reached, maybe you send Gausman up to bunt. And then if he made it out, then maybe you go for a little power with Yastrzemski, but just the opposite. The out was made, Gausman hits.
Well, this game is so critical to both managers. Obvious why it's critical for the Dodgers, who need to tie this up, and then they'll have home field advantage when they go back to Los Angeles. And, of course, trying to push this envelope is Kepler to try to get up 2 games.
Gabe Kepler managed his first postseason game of his career last night, and a 4-0 shutout win behind Logan Webb. Kepler and Roberts are friends. They're former colleagues. They work together in the Dodgers organization. Kepler was the farm director under Andrew Friedman. Urias misses. Gausman takes ball 1. Urias struck him out last time up. Has 4 Ks.
So we got 1 away. Here's the pitch to Gausman, and he strikes him out.
A spinner, almost not fair. 2 up and 2 down, and 5 in a row.
Nice pitch by Urias, gets the strikeout.
Hey, don't forget, NBA opening night coming your way. It's presented by Kia. It returns
2 away.
TNT when Giannis and the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks host KD and the Nets. Followed by Stephen Curry and the Warriors taking on LeBron James and the Lakers Tuesday on TNT, the Chase Center, home of the Warriors. Beautiful new building here on this side of the bay in San Francisco.
Smash it like it does subscribe. Here's the leadoff hitter, Darren Ruff, left fielder for the Giants. And the pitch.
Darren Ruff takes a strike, and he's upset.
Unfortunately, I don't have time for your videos. I apologize. I apologize to Local. I really do. Yeah, it's like I'm going to be I'll try to find some time maybe in the morning. I'll try, but I can't guarantee anything. Here's a pitch, and Ruff is going to hit a fly ball over the right field. And wow, Bellinger made the play for the final out of the inning.
Nice running catch. Nice to have that kind of athleticism from a first baseman.
All right. Bellinger with the athletic play. And so, no runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for Arias. Headed to the top of the sixth inning. It is Dodgers 2, Giants 1. For the Dodgers, we got the Turner boys, the Turner twins. We got Double T and JT. And then we got Will Smith. Back to the heart of the order coming up. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I could catch it in the morning, Tomoko. I'm going to try to see because it's like my schedule's been kind of crazy. Remember to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. By the way, did the Atlanta Braves beat the Brewers in Game 2? I think they tied the series at 1.
National League Division Series, first time ever that these two storied rivals match up in the postseason. The Dodgers and the Giants, through the lens of our TBS Total.
All right, Gossman back on the mound. Here's Double T. Turner swings, foul, strike one.
One foul on the first offering. Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Will Smith coming up here in the sixth inning for LA. A two-run Dodgers second. RBIs from Urias, the pitcher, and Mookie Betts. Those came back-to-back.
Smash the like, hit that subscribe.
He has settled in and retired 10 in a row since. No balls and a strike.
Here's the pitch.
And Turner, that is fair.
Turner, fair. Down the left field line. And he's going to turn. And he's going to get himself a leadoff double. Is Trey Turner.
Double for the Dodgers here in the sixth inning. And the first hit for LA since the second inning.
First hit for Trey Turner in this series. Split finger, another one that hangs more in the middle part of the plate. Pulled down the left field line by Turner.
Nice piece of hitting by Turner.
So fast. Got to try to keep that helmet on.
Running out of his helmet. One of the fastest players in the big leagues. And he's thinking third all the way. Might not always be able to make it, but even on those line drives to left. So Andrew Bailey out to chat with Gausman. Gives us a chance to send it down to Lauren Shahadi. What do you have, Lauren?
I'm pretty sure that we got guys warming up in the
Crawford just
bullpen.
gave each other a nod to mutual respect between the two. Trey says he asks Crawford for advice all the time because he's so locked down on defense. And Crawford, returning the compliment, says he's powerful and fast, just like we just saw him. Not the best combination for us. Underrated superstar, Crawford said.
What was that nickname, Lauren, for Trey Turner in college at NC State? Seabiscuit?
Seabiscuit? I'm gonna go with double T, man. Seabiscuit.
He packs a punch as well. With 28 homers this year. Puts a little slug on him to start the sixth, and it's a leadoff double. Meeting at the mound from
Double T will be your nickname.
Bailey, and now Justin
I'm not calling Trey Turner no Seabiscuit.
Dodgers, sixth inning.
Okay, here comes the Turner boy. JT, Justin Turner. No, not Justin Timberlake. Takes a strike.
Very fastball. Kevin Gosman, right at the bottom of the zone, in the bottom corner. Gabe Kapler trusting Gosman to get through the heart of the order here.
Goes Gabe with his little glasses there. Smash it, like it, that subscribe. Here's the pitch.
Oh, he's late. Boy, put that one right by Turner.
Oh, true, Timmy Turner. That's right, Fairly Odd Parents.
It was late, but it looked like Turner was trying to work that ball to the right side with Turner on second base.
Yeah, but that pitch tailed inside, so that was going to be hard to take it that way.
Become in the postseason, these were almost team at-bats right here.
Anything on the ground to the right side, Turner will be on the move. Try to advance it with nobody out.
Here's the 0-2.
Got Will Smith on deck. Gosman, a long pause.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter. He strikes him out swinging.
Angel Hernandez raises the thumb on him. It's a strikeout.
Turner is arguing, saying that he foul tipped it.
Whether it hit the dirt
Let's see.
before it got to the glove of Posey. Posey catches it clean.
Whether he tipped it or not. And a strikeout for Gosman, a big one right there.
That looked like a good strikeout to me. That's out number one.
Out of the inning. Trey Turner still at second base.
Here's Will Smith.
Now 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And here is Will Smith.
Oh, that's 286. That's better than last night. Will Smith 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. Dodgers did not score with runners in scoring position. Only got 2. Here's the pitch.
Posey smothers one.
So the Dodgers have had more opportunities against Gosman.
Saw Dominic Leone a moment ago. He's back up and throwing. Chris Taylor due next.
Here's Leon.
Then Bellinger. But a
I
big
think if
out
Gosman
there
gets through
for
this inning,
Gosman.
I think this will be his last
Striking
inning.
out Justin Turner.
The ball on the field in right center.
If you're Kapler,
They get that off.
you take your chances with your bullpen for the last 3 innings.
With Justin Turner not able to move. Trey Turner
If you're the
along.
Dodgers, you want to get to Gosman right now.
Still a lot of third bases, but certainly Trey Turner can do that.
Too close of a game right now.
Be the time to run, you would think.
Hitting with men on. Dodgers 4th and runners in scoring position. With 2 outs, they're 2nd. With the bases loaded, they're 3rd. So far, they're 4 for 17.
Runners in scoring position, excellent as well. A prolific offense. The Dodgers all year long. A ball and no strikes.
Here's the pitch. Strike.
And that's in there. 1-1 to count.
But you know the old saying, good pitching beats good hitting.
Again, that little slider coming into play. It's the pitch that he has thrown the least amount of times of his repertoire, but maybe the most important is in the third inning.
Twenty-six-year-old Will Smith already competing in his 25th postseason game. Has 13 postseason RBIs
That's a lot.
already. 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the pitch. Ball.
2-1.
2-1.
Rough. Brian Slater. Slater has the best arm of the group in right field. Bryant has a strong arm as well.
But he has the best.
With 3 outfield assists this year. Started his career as a first baseman. Not anything that hits the grass. But unless he has to freeze on a line drive, Turner's going to score easily. Anxious crowd here at Oracle Park. They're quiet. 2 balls and a strike. 1 man out. Dodgers in the 6th inning and threatening to score.
Here's the 2-1 and
Veteran move there by Gossman. That little move to second base because Turner was trying to time him.
looked like
7
Turner was
steals
trying to
this year
steal
out of his
third.
32 for third base for Trey Turner. You can see he's getting a little edgy on second base, trying to time it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice veteran move by Gossman.
That was nice.
Reset it. 2-1 the count. Smith 0 for 2. Hit the ball sharply in the second.
Here's the pitch. Ball 3.
It is ball 3. We do have a base open at first. We got Chris Taylor coming up next.
It hasn't shown up for the Dodgers in runs scored, but their approach tonight offensively is so much better than it was last night. Really not chasing a lot of pitches from Gossman out of the zone.
First 10 batters, 3 for 8. Last 12 batters, 1 for 12.
First 10 batters, the Dodgers
4
had
for
3
20.
hits,
That's
including one by the pitcher, Urias.
4 for 20.
But just 1 for their last
That's
12. He had retired
what,
2 in a
200?
row before that double
Yeah,
by
200 batting average.
Turner out at second now with 1
3-1. Ball 4.
And he would not bite.
Good patience by Will Smith. That's going to bring up
He could get him to chase.
Chris Taylor.
And now Gabe Kepler is on his way out. Hey, don't forget, DraftKings is the best place to get in.
So Gossman is going to go 5 in the third, throws 84 pitches, and he's going to the bullpen. So the bullpen is going to finish 3 2/3 of hopefully shutout baseball.
Only problem is sometimes when you pitch around a hitter, you pitch yourself out of the ball game.
And out he goes. Gossman, an all-star this year, will exit. Leon coming in. And Giants fans give him a nice hand on his way out. The Dodgers threatening here in the 6th.
So we got a pitching change. Dodgers have 2 men on with 1 out in the top of the 6th. As Gossman exits this game, is right now 2-1 in favor of the Dodgers. They're up by 1 run. So we got Leon. He is going to be relieving in place of Gossman as his night is done. 5 in the 3rd innings. Strikes out, I believe he got 5 or 6 strikeouts. He's walked, I think, 3 hitters. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so if we look at the records of both teams, the Giants have a really nice balance. They were 54-27 at Oracle. On the road, they were 53-28. You look at the Dodgers, they were 48-33 away. You know, good, pretty much solid record. But at home, they were 58-23. That's almost a win percent. That's a win percentage of 70%. They won 70% of their home games. The Giants would have won about 66% or 65% of their home games. Well, like I said, I think it's incredible that both teams won the amount of games that they won. It's a lot of games. 106 for the Dodgers, and that's good enough for just the wild card because San Francisco won 107. Incredible. Incredible. Smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. So he says Smitty he says Smitty chased him off. I mean, technically he did, but I just thought that Gossman was a little. He looked a little off. Now Logan Webb, on the other hand, I don't think he walked a single hitter.
Reyes fires. Swinging a drive. Deep left field. This is one again. Chris Taylor.
So they're just showing the replay of Chris Taylor's dramatic walk-off home run off of Reyes, the reliever of St. Louis.
Thus far, Chris Taylor with a walk-off home run against the Cardinals on Wednesday night. That was in the wild card game. Gets his first start of the postseason here tonight. He is the batter.
All right, here's Dominic Leon. 4-5 record, 57 games appeared, 1.51 ERA, 53 and 2/3 innings, 50 strikeouts, 22 walks, and he's only allowed 2 home runs in the season. So they're the two best teams in the league, in the same division, mind you, too. Struck out 7, walked 3, like I said, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 5 1/3 innings. Kevin Gausman finally an all-star this year. Top of the 6th, 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Taylor is a ball.
Seen a lot of players on the Giant roster appearing in their first postseason game. Leon is another.
Gausman with his first postseason start. Taylor with a double in the
Smash a
second.
like, hit that subscribe. Here's the pitch.
Got robbed of a hit his last time up on a beautiful diving play by Longoria. He's 1 out of 2. It had been a monumental struggle for Taylor as well. But again, Dave Roberts, he's got a lot of players.
All right, so
that
it's
have been
2-0.
on fire before the postseason. Taylor is one of those guys who has had great success in the postseason. Trusted him in the wild card game and trusted him with a start here tonight in center field. 2 on, 1 out. 2
And the pitch. And Taylor pops it up. Out of play. Yeah, is it playable? Oh, just missed it.
Got right to the railing. If it hits the net first before it hits a glove, it's a dead ball, and Flores just couldn't quite get to it. Close.
You have to get to the railing as quick as you can and then lean against it to reach up and try to get that baseball. I think it would have.
Smash a like, hit that subscribe.
Of Flores. It's got to be an awkward thing now, right? That the net comes into play.
Fan safety. Yeah, in every ballpark now. 2-1 to count.
2 men on. It's a 2-1 count. And the pitch. Fouled off again. Fouled away, strike 2.
Leon played his college ball at Clemson. He's a Connecticut native. Had time with the Mariners, the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays, a couple of years with the Cardinals. And as I mentioned last year with the Indians. But like so many on this roster, they found the magic here at San Francisco. He's in a big spot. 2-2 count on Taylor.
Two count in the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Doesn't get the call. And it's now full at 3-2. If you're Dave Roberts, should you send the runners? Yes or no?
After all those sliders, Taylor was not sitting on that pitch, and he doesn't get the call. Close pitch.
Could have gone either way. Alternating fastballs, cutters, and sliders here.
Smash a like, hit that subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Full count. And the pitch. Oh, he walks him. And the bases are now loaded.
So back-to-back walks. The first one for Leon. Now the Dodgers have the bases loaded. And a moment of truth has arrived for Dominic Leon.
Here we go.
Remember, Gausman hit in the 5th. Had Yastrzemski up there, pulled him back after a fly ball to right for an out. Gausman struck out. Gausman only able to get 1 out here in the 6th. And now they are loaded up for Cody Bellinger.
The moment for Bellinger to erase all of 2021 regular season.
Turner, Smith, and
Here's a
Taylor
pitch.
Ford, and
Bellinger hits it deep. Left side of field, going back, looking up, and it's going to be off the wall. 1 run scores. Smith is in. It's a 2-run double by Cody Bellinger, and the Dodgers take a 4-1 lead. Cody Bellinger comes through in the clutch. Cody Bellinger gives the Dodgers a 4-1 lead.
As Bellinger bangs one off the base of the wall in deep left center field.
Could feel the weight coming off his shoulders between first and second.
This could be big for Bellinger if he could continue to hit like this. This is the hit that he needed. This is the hit the Dodgers needed.
That looks like the swing from 2019 when he was an MVP.
Yep.
47 home runs. And just missed it by about 3 feet.
Yeah, that hit.
It would have been 6-0 if that ball cleared the fence.
Big spot for him.
6-1, I should say.
Has not had a multi-RBI game since August 22nd.
Wow.
And he puts 2 on the board with 1 swing of the bat. And it's 4-1 Los Angeles. Remember, Bellinger was on base 3 times in the wild card game. Had 2 walks and a hit, had a key steal. He was on base for Taylor when Taylor hit the walk-off. And just a little.
Now we got Rogers in the bullpen.
As well as Tyler Rogers starts to throw in the Giants' pit. Still 1 out. 2nd and 3rd. The infield is in.
Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, infield in.
2 hits and 2 walks.
Smash the like, hit that, subscribe. Dodgers now take a 4 lead. And the ball is hit into left field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run scores. Bellinger's going to score. And he's in there. An RBI double for A.J. Pollock. 2-run double, excuse me. And the Dodgers take a 6-1 lead. Two more runs for the Dodgers. It is 6-1.
Pollock struggled in last night's ball game and early in this ball game, but finally gets a strike to hit and hooks it into left field. Bellinger with a great read at second base. He scores easily. Betts is in, and now
the Dodgers, who couldn't get runners past second base all game last night, have now gotten 4 hits with runners in scoring position in this game. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Dodgers up 6-1 over the Giants. Top of the 6th inning.
For the Dodgers, that injured hamstring that they've had the governor on for A.J. Pollock. He was flying around the base.
All right, here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. So Leon comes in and lays an egg for the Giants. But the 2 runs are Gossman's responsibility. The first 2. These 2 are on Leon. Here's the pitch. Check swing. It's going to be a grounder over to second base. Solano makes a play over to Flores at first as Pollock goes over to third. Smash a like, hit that subscribe, folks.
6-1 lead with 2 outs as we go back to the top of the order.
good work by Urias.
Urias has got a comfortable 6-1 lead now.
They'll start coming in now.
Dodgers erupting here in the 6th.
These are 2 evenly matched teams. The 2 best teams.
Has given up 2 inherited
Here's the
runners
pitch.
and 2 of his own runners.
And that's going to be a strike.
Deals a strike to Mookie Betts.
Nothing phases these Dodgers. Down 3-1 to Atlanta.
Has a walk, a single, and an RBI. Does Mookie Betts.
They got talent and toughness.
Cody Bellinger delivers the big blow here in the 6th inning.
It is a blow, but don't count the Giants out just yet.
Jumping on the first pitch.
This game is not over, even though it feels that way. Mookie Betts fouls it off. 0-2.
Alvarez getting ready for
So then with the Giants, they got a load of arms they could go to in the bullpen.
continues. You got Seager due up next. Has been a monumental struggle all year. Just really, he hasn't been healthy either. Yeah, but he has come up big in 2 of the 3 postseason games.
Here's the pitch. And swing and fouled off.
The shoulder injury in the World Series on the home run bash required surgery. So it was an off season of rehab for him. And then early in the season, he broke his leg on a play at first base. Had to come back from that. Had fractured ribs in the second half. He's lost a lot of strength. Well, he might be finding it when it matters most.
Smash the like, hit that subscribe. 0-2 count, top of the 6, 2 outs, runner on third. And the pitch. And Mookie, high ball, pop up. Chris Bryant makes the play. But the Dodgers get 4 runs on 3 hits and 8 men to the plate. Headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cody Bellinger and A.J. Pollock driving 4 runs combined. It is the score 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We got Chris Bryant, Austin Slater, and Buster Posey. 2, 3, 4 for the Giants coming up in the bottom of the 6th. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share the stream. Like I said, this game is not over because it's big that the Dodgers are now playing from ahead and they're up 5 runs. But now if you're Arias, you want to keep that lead and then you want to give it to your bullpen with not having to extend as many innings as possible. So Arias has got to keep this lead. Can't let the Giants try to chip away because you don't want them to chip away to the point that they have a chance by the time it gets to the 8th and 9th inning. So you want to keep it at least 6-1. Keep it 6-1. Don't give them any life. You don't give them any life. I know Dodger fans have got to be very excited, very happy. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think the Giants come back and make it somewhat of an inning, or is Arias going 1, 2, 3 in this one? So only way to find out is to tune into the bottom of the 6th right here on the Lewis Sports Network on the channel. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share the stream. As I always reiterate, I got to make a couple of changes to my intro and outros for my Melon app that I use to stream these games. And I think tomorrow I'm probably going to do the Lakers and the Suns tomorrow, preseason. It's about time I start to get into basketball because the regular season starts next week.
Go around and explore every time that I can. And with my active cash card, I earn 2% cash rewards on purchases, whether I'm bowling or grabbing a bite to eat.
San Francisco on a Saturday night. Los Angeles Dodgers putting 4.
Here's Joe Kelly, 48 games appeared, 2-0 record, 2.86 ERA, 44 innings, 50 strikeouts, 15 walks, 3 home runs allowed. So Arias' night is done as well. He's only going 5 innings, while Gossman went 5 1/3. He allowed 4 runs because 2 runners were on base for his responsibility.
And A.J. Pollock both delivering 2 RBI hits. Back-to-back doubles against Dominic Leone.
And the pitch. That's a strike.
Fastball strike in there from Joe Kelly. Bryant hitting second in the order tonight after a 3-hit game last night. He's 0 for 2.
0 for 2 with a pop-up and a ground out. And the pitch. Off the plate.
Standing effort by Urias over 5 innings. He's the guy that the Dodgers score runs for. Over 7 runs scored for Urias this year on an average.
Yeah, he helped his own cause tonight. He drove in the first run. Dodgers were being skunked in this series until then. An intentional walk to get to Urias in the second inning, and he delivered a base hit.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
And a miss. Change up from Kelly. Vesia, who we saw last night, begins to.
There's Vesia, left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, warming up in the bullpen.
And over in the Giants pen, Jake Mcgee. That's a guy the Giants are anxious to get
Jake Mcgee.
He's been out with an oblique injury. Hasn't pitched in about a month.
Here's Kelly on the 1-2.
Feels like a good opportunity to get him in there.
And the pitch to Bryant. And fouled off.
Bottom of the 6th inning at Oracle Park. Giants shut out the Dodgers last night 4-0. Superb pitching effort by Logan Webb. And Bellinger opens the door for the Dodgers in the 6th. 4 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks in the inning. Gosman gives up 4 earned runs in 5 1/3, and Leon 2 earned runs in 2.
Here's the 1-2. Ball.
2-2 now. Like most of the relievers in the Dodgers bullpen, Kelly was hot at the end of the year. 15 games, 12 2/3 innings. Only gave up 1 earned run.
Haven't even seen his signature pitch, that big curveball. He's been known to throw a lot of consecutive.
Here's the 2-2. Ball. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Kelly came in for Max Scherzer in the wild card game with runners at the corners. Did a good job. Got out of it. Got 2 outs. Scherzer went 4 1/3. He was mad to be taken out, but Kelly did the job. Finished off the inning. And, of course, the Dodgers would win it 3-1 on Taylor's game-winning 2-run homer. Scherzer will be up game 3 in L.A. Monday. Ready for a payoff pitch.
Here's the 3-2. And fouled off.
Lamont Wade on deck. Austin Slater was originally in the 3 spot in the batting order. One of the many platoons. Now that the right-handers are on for
Lamonte Wade Jr. on deck.
You did see Vesia down there in the bullpen. Be interesting to see in a 6-1 lead if Dave Roberts would make that move. And as we say that, Vesia sits down. 3-2 the count. Do it again, Kelly. A long pause.
Here's the pitch. And it's elevated up. Jammed a little over to the second baseman. Turner is there. One of the Turner twins makes the play. First out of the inning.
To highlight the fun and accessible ways to play the game for all. You can find a league near you. Go to playball.org and follow @playball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Lamont Wade announces the pinch hitter. That means a visit from Mark Pryor, the Dodger pitching coach, for a scouting report.
Yeah, probably just to rehash what they talked about before the game. You'd have to think that when Kelly was coming in to this series, he knew he'd have to face Crawford, have to face Wade Jr.
So it will be Lamont Wade.
This is Lamont Wade Jr. 253 average, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs, OPS of 808.
And Wade pitch hits for him and will likely stay in the game in right field. 1 gone here in the 6th inning.
Here's the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1.
Dodgers finished 2nd place in the division this year. First time they have not won the National League West since the 2012 season. That was the Giants' last division title as well. The Giants, with 107 wins, clipped the Dodgers by 1 single game. It came right down to the end of the season. Giants had to win on their last day. And they did. They beat San Diego on the final Sunday 6 days ago. Even though the Dodgers finished hot as well, sweeping the Brewers in the final series of the year.
2-0 count. Here's the pitch by Kelly. 3-0. Went with the sinker, 97. He says, damn, I want to drink, but I don't want to miss the game.
The Giants, though, nobody expected 107 wins. You wouldn't even expect that with a loaded ball club. It's a remarkable feat. And Gabe Kapler, after managing the Phillies in a very disappointing
Here's a 3-0.
to his managerial reign coming
It is ball 4, and Lamonte Wade draws a walk.
A one-out base runner. And a little something for the Giants here with a man on. And Posey coming up.
Yeah, you don't ever want these things to happen once when you have a 5-run lead when you come in as a reliever, especially in front of Posey.
This was Posey, 53 postseason hits, timed for most in San Francisco history with Pablo Sandoval.
That is tied with the Panda for the most in
We know who number 1 all time is. That'd be the captain, number 2, Derek Jeter.
Six 6-1 Los Angeles. Giants with a runner on. And Posey takes
And Posey takes ball 1.
Still set up for an opportunity to turn 2. Trey Turner, remember, a shortstop, and will likely be the Dodgers shortstop moving forward. But has moved over to second base.
Here's the 1-0. And Posey dunks it into right center field for a base hit. Lamonte Wade will go to second base, and Posey gets himself a 1-out single. What's up, Mr. 626 said? Excited but nervous? Let's see what happens with this next hitter.
Good pitch. Breaking ball away and down and just hit off the end of the bat to right field. Just enough on it to dump it in front of Mookie Betts. Wade Jr. with the hustle, but he couldn't go first to third on the good arm to Betts.
The vibration in that bat. Mark Pryor on the phone to the bullpen. That hit by Posey now puts him at the top of the list of most hits in Giants postseason history. 54.
All right, so Posey just became the all-time leader in postseason hits in San Francisco Giants history, passing Pablo Sandoval. Here comes the Giants crowd.
Here's Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores leading off. Oh, wait, no, he's batting 4th. All right, here's the pitch. Up the middle. Diving stop.
Flips it to the bag and out at second base. Oh, what a play by Trey Turner.
Double team makes the defensive play.
Not only able to keep it from going to the outfield to save a run, but gets an out at the bag in the process.
How about the defensive play by Double T?
I mean, amazing play to get it just on the end.
He had to really cover a lot of ground going to his right and was still able to give it to Seager.
Who misses the bag the first time when he went to step on it. He went to step on the bag and missed it, but then came back even before the runner to get the Flores.
Imagine. That's a lucky play right there by Seager.
Some play by Trey Turner.
Sometimes in these shifts, these infielders just kind of lose where they are. And Seager lost his way at second base for a moment.
Could be a key moment in this game. So now first and third. Blake Trinan now getting ready for LA.
Not just barely got that in his glove,
2 out.
but then Seager almost misses the bag. So you got 2 what-if scenarios right there. The Giants are really in business. But still, you got to worry about Crawford even with 2 outs.
They are one swing of the bat from getting right back into this one.
That's correct.
Crawford homered last night.
Here's Brandon Crawford. Takes a ball.
Takes a ball.
Crawford has been kind of their MVP all season long with big hit after big hit.
Kelly just let one fly at 99 miles an hour.
Here's the 1-0. And the ball. It's hit off the end of the bat, but it's going to dunk in. A base hit. 1 run scores. Third. Oh. Flores tried to reach for third, get greedy, but Mookie Betts guns him down at third. So Brandon Crawford gets an RBI single. Wilmer Flores tried to get greedy, and Mookie Betts with the arm. Perfect throw. and throws it to JT to get Flores out at third. So at the end of 6, no runs. I mean, 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left on. Well, it was supposed to be 2 men on base, but ended up being 1 man on base after Flores gets gunned down at third. I don't know why he tried to run on Mookie Betts' arm. That was a perfect throw by Mookie to get that. That's a huge play because then, even with 2 outs, the inning keeps going, and then it's a 1-run game. It's a 4-run game, but it's going to stay that way. So at the end of 6, it is the Los Angeles Dodgers 6 and the San Francisco Giants 2 for the Dodgers. I'm going to have to wait until this updates. Okay, Brandon Crawford, yada, yada. He got a hit. Yes, we know. And then Wade Jr. dunked it into right field. Yes, we know. It's the top of the 7th now. Mcgee relieved. Oh, okay. So we got Mcgee. He's going to relieve Leon. Corey Seager is going to lead off the top of the 7th. So we got Corey Seager and the Turner twins coming up. So we got Double T and we got JT coming up. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right, once again, folks, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Enjoy the commentary here. Well, I'll be right back.
Catch once he couldn't. He took a peek over his shoulder, and with the spinorama, the perfect throw to third base.
And the last out at third base as Turner hung right in there. A perfect throw from the outfield. And an easy out at the bag. CBS Total Motion presented by Progressive. Huge play in this game. Seager on the first pitch. And Jake Mcgee faces 1 batter, has 1 out. So let's set up Jake Mcgee here. This is important for a lot of reasons for the Giants. He is their, or has been their closer. Camilo Doval has taken over that role. Jake Mcgee has not pitched in a big league game since September 12th, the former Dodger.
But he has had quite a year. And last year at this time, he was with the Dodgers winning a World Series title.
Lamont Wade stays in the game to play right. Wade did score the run. RBI for Brandon Crawford to make it 6-2. But 2 excellent plays by Trey Turner and Mookie Betts. And helping Joe Kelly clean up that inning. 1 away. Here is Trey Turner.
So that Joe Kelly inning had a little bit of everything, didn't it? To get the 3 outs.
A walk, 2 hits.
Great play by Trey Turner.
After the Dodgers scored 4 runs in the top of the 6th. That's how great defense can snuff out big innings. I think on most nights, because that's a swinging strike, most nights, most right fielders, and even most throws from Mookie Betts. Probably 9 out of 10, or at least 8 out of 10, Flores is probably going to reach, but you cannot throw it any better from that distance. I mean, it was a perfect strike right to Justin Turner from right center field. Just 1 outfield assist all year, mostly because nobody runs on Mookie Betts. Dodgers had the fewest outfield assists in all of baseball this season. Corey Knebel, the Dodgers pen. One ball, 2 strikes on Turner. Popped him up, shallow center field, and oh, what a catch! Chris Bryant, a full-on dive. How about the defense we've seen in the last few moments? Oh, man. What a play by Bryant.
Bryant, who can play third base, first base, all the outfield positions, and here in center field, making an outstanding catch. He was playing awfully deep, so to make this play, he had to come a long way.
Oh, and the hydroplane on the grass.
It's only his 4th start in center field for the Giants, 15 in his career.
2 outs. Turner on the first pitch. Justin fouls this one away. Boy, a treat to see big league players flash that kind of leather. And the grass stains to prove it.
That was an adult version of the slip and slide, right?
You got to be fast enough to actually slide. Most of it's just sticking the ground. Jake Mcgee coming back from the oblique injury.
I'll tell you a little bit how Mcgee's feeling. He's seen a lot of sliders, seen a lot of changeups from a pitcher that is primarily fastball driven when he's at his best and healthiest.
Showing him a different look. He had a blown save against the Dodgers in early September. San Francisco has found something special in Camilo Doval. He pitched last inning of the ninth. That's a bouncing ball, fair ball. Longoria runs it over to first, and that will retire the side. Both teams putting up some defensive gems. And the latest one from Chris Bryant, the Giants center fielder, a 1-2-3-7. Stretch time at Oracle Park, 6-2 Dodgers. Dodgers Giants, the 2021 National League Division Series on TBS. It's presented by Good Sam. Bellinger and Pollock striking with 2 RBI doubles in a 4-run 6th inning. Dodgers led it 6-1. Giants got one back in the 6th. It is now 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Corey Knebel on the mound for Los Angeles. Evan Longoria leads off for the Giants. And Knebel misses badly on his first offering.
Knebel, an all-star in 2017, 60 saves in his career. His last 8 games for the Dodgers, batters are 1 for 24.
Came on and got a big strikeout in the wild card game. That was an electrifying moment in a 1-1 game. Longoria tonight, 0 for 2. Brandon Crawford with an RBI single, but the last out made at third base. On a beautiful throw by Betts to cut down Wilmer Flores, who was trying to go first to third on that single by Crawford. And a game-changing moment in the 6th. Dodgers a very tough team to come back on. They have a slew of closers down there in their bullpen, including Knebel and Blake Trinan, and their actual closer, Kenley Jansen. Longoria spoils it foul, 2-2 to count. Trinan is up just in case there is trouble. I'm sure ideally Dave Roberts would like to see Knebel get through the 7th. You'd have Trinan in the 8th, Jansen in the 9th. Day off tomorrow, and then Max Scherzer on the mound Monday in L.A. Two-two on Evan Longoria. Zach Littell in the Giants' pen. He was warming up as early as the 2nd inning tonight. That counts for something, doesn't it? Somebody's counting those tosses.
They
in
are.
pen. Gabe Kapler-Wilson up a pinch hitter next. And that one's hit sharply, backhanded by Trey Turner. Throw to first is on the money. Oh, Trey Turner. The last 2 plays he has made special. One away in the 7th.
Brian, you and I came into this postseason. We've seen Trey Turner at short a lot. We felt like he was a little uncomfortable at second base as he has started to play more and more, though, looking more and more comfortable. And his second great play of this game.
There's just such a grace about Trey Turner and how easily he slides and the athleticism to get into a throwing position with something on it as well. I mean, Longoria is not a fast runner by any stretch, but that's a long throw off balance, and it was right on the money. One away. Here's Tommy La Stella pinch hitting. La Stella for Donovan Solano. Solano responsible for one of the 2 Giant runs. He had a sac fly in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1 tonight for Solano. La Stella was actually on deck, ready to hit in the 2nd inning. Kapler pulled him back, let Gausman hit. Gausman went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 7 Ks. As you see, Alex Dickerson ready to hit next. And what is the pitcher spot?
Dave Roberts likes to talk about his bullpen, guys coming in as being very neutral. They can handle right-handed hitters or left-handed hitters. And that good breaking ball from Knebel is the equalizer against the left-handed slugger.
It's a lot of velocity to cover. The gap between his curveball and his fastball, significant. 15, 16 miles an hour. Here's a 2-1, and La Stella fouls it away. Knebel missed a couple of months this year where the Dodgers had a lat injury, back of his shoulder. He's had Tommy John in his career. Injuries have set him back on a few occasions, but he's a big, strong Texan, and he's been able to come back each time, including this season. Now playing a prominent role in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Get the body right with all that experience as a closer, then you have something. And that was kind of the idea.
Take a chance on these guys that have pitched in their career in high leverage positions, because then when you don't need them to pitch in a high leverage position, you have all that experience in the 5th, 6th, or 7th inning.
Shift is on, a giant hole over there on the left side. 2-2 the count on La Stella. I was talking to Corey Knebel the other day at Dodger Stadium prior to the wild card game, and one thing he noted to me that I found interesting, and one of the reasons he enjoys pitching in this particular bullpen, because you have all those guys who can close games, and throughout the regular season, kind of to your point, the experience part, but knowing that you can hand the ball off to somebody, you might get a breather in the season, maybe you're tweaked up a little bit or injured, and you need some time off. If you're the closer and you're that guy that everybody's counting on, it can be a little challenging as he puts one right by Tommy La Stella, and a strikeout for out number 2. Knebel with his first K. National League will take tomorrow off. It's a travel day in the NL. More baseball to be played, though, in the American League. Game 3 Sunday. It'll be the ALDS with the Rays and the Red Sox all knotted at 1. That game's at 4 Eastern on MLB Network. And then Game 3 of the Astros-White Sox series, which is 2-0 Houston, 8 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Those games are also on ESPN Radio. Full postseason schedule is available at MLB.com. Alex Dickerson will bat for San Francisco. And the idea that pitching in the leverage innings for the Dodgers, and more so in the course of a regular season than in a postseason, but when you can step off the gas for a little while, and that was Knebel's point, that, he had a lat injury, probably would have tried to push through it if he was the closer and had to be out there, but able to shut it down, get right. Now they've got a weapon that has returned.
Dodgers have 609 saves on their roster. Embarrassment of riches.
They all can talk the talk and help each other through those situations. Kenley Jansen was not great to start the year either, and he's turned it around. He's added a couple of wrinkles to his repertoire as well. It is a very good Dodger bullpen. Same can be said for the Giants. That's why these teams won as many games as they did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count stays at 1-2. Try it again. Another 1-2 pitch. And that's in there. Dropped a big hammer on him. A curveball for strike 3. 6-2 Dodgers after 7. LA coming up. We go to the 8th inning in San Francisco. Time for the Geico game summary. It is 6-2, a 4-run Dodgers sixth inning. And it was back-to-back doubles by Cody Bellinger and A.J. Pollock, both delivering 2 runs. And on the first pitch, Will Smith launches one a mile high to left field. And this one is gone. Will Smith, a booming home run for the Dodgers. He leads off the 8th, and it's 7-2 L.A.
That's really a reliever. Will Smith style.
Zach Littell just entering the game. And Will Smith pops his first home run of this postseason.
Just a breaking ball, middle of the plate. That Smith was ready for it. And like you said, just launched into the stratosphere was this home run. Looked like it was never going to come down.
Well, it had that sound. You knew it was barreled. Left the bat at 105, high launch angle, and that's a towering fly ball home run. 7-2 Los Angeles. As Will Smith been on twice, scored twice. And Taylor takes a strike from Littell. That was Smith's first home run since September 19th. Had been in a bit of a home run drought. He was a big home run hitter this year. Led all catchers in homers in the National League at 25 home runs this season. So, Ronnie, we start looking ahead a little bit to Game 3. This game's certainly not over yet, but it's 7-2 Los Angeles. Dave Roberts talked to us about flipping the script quickly in a 5-game series and made the point for the Dodgers to come back, win tonight, and then you have Max Scherzer ready for a Game 3. I mean, that's about the best option you could possibly have at Dodger Stadium.
Where they won 58 games this year. 59 if you're counting the wild card.
And where he has not lost. Well, the Dodgers have not lost when he's been on the mound. Since being traded from Washington. Taylor on the ground is going to be a tough play. Long throw, Crawford, and safe at first is Taylor. Too much real estate for Crawford. Taylor runs well, beats it out for an infield single.
So again, another big game for Chris Taylor. A couple of hits, run scored, a walk. He got on his heels here, so once he was there was no way for him to step in to the throw. And once he had that much air under it, no chance to get Taylor at first.
Back-to-back hits, a home run and an infield single. I don't think Dave Roberts was concerned or thinking so much about potential criticism, riding Taylor, riding Bellinger, because they have done so well in the postseason in the past. But neither player has played well here down the stretch. Well, he rides with them. He said, I got to ride with the guys that have been there. And experience matters in a setup like this, on the road, hostile environment at Oracle Park. And they have both delivered in a big way. Bellinger's 2 RBI double stretched it out in the 6th inning. That made it 4-1 at the time. And those were the 2 that were involved, Bellinger and Taylor, in the wild card game as well in that 9th inning. Let's check in with Lauren Shahadi.
What we think of the Dodgers as being able to buy talent, they also develop well and trade for it. Guys, 5 years ago, they traded Zach Lee for Chris Taylor. At the time, Lee was a first-rounder, a phenom, a multi-sport athlete. Taylor was an unheralded utility infielder. Now, his teammates call him the MVP.
All kind of moves like that. It's one thing to have resources to sign free agents or sign your own players to long-term extensions. And the Dodgers have that. They have plenty of resources. But they also have a brilliant minor league system that they can trade from as Bellinger strikes out. So that's the Dodgers side of thing. And you start to look at Game 3 on Monday for the Giants. They have not yet announced who their Game 3 starter will be.
Well, what's interesting is that they haven't announced. They probably will announce Gabe Kapler after the game. But the Dodgers are in a kind of a quandary, too, because they're not sure who they're going to pitch in Game 4. So it's back and forth right now. Alex Wood is a candidate. DeSclafani is a candidate.
It's going to be one of those two pitchers. In what order, you'll get to find out after the game when we do, and Gabe Kapler reveals it. But that'll tell a lot about where he thinks or what pitcher he believes could be better suited at Dodger Stadium. Alex Wood pitched for the Dodgers. He certainly knows that mound. He knows that environment. And we'll just have to wait and see on who it's going to be. DeSclafani has had a terrific year. Andrew Bailey, the pitching coach, with Gabe Kapler. They know what they're doing. They're just not ready to release it. And I would bet that each pitcher knows what game he'll pitch.
Except I think what happened coming into this game, if you got into a situation where we have extra innings are the old rules, and you had a long game, Wood or DeSclafani could have figured in this game at some point if a closer score.
One away, no balls and a strike on A.J. Pollock. And he lines one to right field, a base hit. Wade on a hop, will get it back to the infield. A.J. Pollock coming alive here. Been on base 3 times. His second hit of the game after his 2 RBI double in the 6th inning. And it's first and second for L.A. with one away.
Well, maybe that's the greatest news for the Dodgers, to see Bellinger come up with a big hit and Pollock now 2 hits and a walk.
Well, the double with the 2 RBIs was significant enough on its own. But the fact that he hustled his way to second, sprinted to second base, showing that that hamstring is in good form. That may be a bigger sign. That Beatty, who got the start at first base in the last 2 games for Max Muncy. He'll pinch hit here. And Littell misses high. Beatty, an excellent pinch hitter for Los Angeles. Pressed into starting duties until tonight. 0 for 6 in his first 2 games. Had a chance to visit earlier tonight. Lauren interviewed both Max Muncy and Brandon Belt between innings of our game tonight, and neither ready to commit on a comeback. Both are hopeful to come back. It appears that Brandon Belt is closer to returning than Muncy. Dislocated elbow for Muncy. Broken thumb for Belt a week earlier. 2 on, 1 out. Beatty on the ground. That's through for a base hit. Taylor around third. He'll score another Dodger run, and it's a pinch hit RBI single from Matt Beatty. 8-2 Los Angeles.
Just against the shift here for Beatty. Fastball in the outer part. He just went that way, found the hole. Taylor's good speed. Another run scored.
Back in a familiar role as a pinch hitter, and he delivers. That says it all.
Yes, it does.
Dodgers stretching it out here. This was a 2-1 game going into the 6th inning. Rookie Betts takes a strike.
Pollock with a couple hits on base 3 times. Bellinger with a big RBI double. Chris Taylor with 2 hits, a walk, and 3 runs scored.
2 on, 1 out. Betts has an RBI single in this game. That was in the 2nd. And he smashes one to center field. Just gets under it. Bryant will make the catch. Both runners tag, and both will stop. Bryant with a great arm. And there is out number 2. Wild card and NLDS game 1, just 2 hits. 2 for 25 in those 6 through 9 positions in the batting order. A lot of those obviously were pitchers at bats, but tonight, bottom of the order, including the pitcher Urias, coming up big. 7 hits and 13 at bats, and a lot of traffic going on down at the bottom of the order. Those big RBI base hits by Bellinger and Pollock. So Littell is out. Garcia is coming in. Pitching change for Gabe Kapler as the Dodgers have stretched their lead to 6. 8-2 LA. 2 outs in the 8th and a pitching change at Oracle. It's presented by T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage, taking it down on the field. Oracle Park in San Francisco, and the series will be moving to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, 42,000 plus. Here at Oracle, there'll be 50,000 plus in Los Angeles. Jarlin Garcia on the mound for San Francisco here.
Coming off his finest season, Dick Garcia, this is his first postseason game. Left-handers this year were 18 for 104 against him, a batting average of 173.
Seager will bat for the Dodgers. We're 2 away. Got 2 on. 2 runs are in. And it's 8-2 LA. And Seager on the first pitch. He's going to dump one into center field. That's going to bring in another run. A.J. Pollock will score. Beatty on his way to third. And Seager gets into the ad. His first hit of the game. It is 9-2 Los Angeles. Seager with his first RBI of the postseason.
Jumping all over that first pitch. Little breaking ball by Garcia. He went down and got it. Even though it's off the end of the bat, he's so strong, gets it out into right field. Pollock scores, Beatty first to third.
3 runs are in the 8th.
Dodgers 0 for 5 last night with runners in scoring position. Tonight, 6 for 14.
Trey Turner now. 8th batter of the inning. Dodgers brought 8 to the plate in the 6th. That 4-run inning. Jarlin Garcia deals and misses away.
It's always danger, right? Bringing the left-hander to get that third out versus the left-hander. And if he doesn't get him out, now you have Garcia has to face the 2 Turners.
Flipping the matchup advantage. Now, in the regular season, this would be a game you'd start preparing for tomorrow if you're on the wrong end of this. Well, both managers would. And there is some of that in a 7-run game. I'll be interested to see where Dave Roberts goes next with his bullpen. He's had Trinan warming up. trying to appear in the wild card game, so he's got his feet wet in this postseason already.
Well, these two organizations have spent a lifetime making each other miserable. You don't think that's not going to happen in this 5-game series? Someone's heart's going to be broken.
Well, I love what you said yesterday when we hit the air. There's a lot of animosity, of course, going through the decades, through the centuries. But there was some anxiety with both of these teams entering the series. And just the idea that you could win that many regular season games, 107 for San Francisco, 106 for the Dodgers. And it's coming down to a best 3 of 5 series against your rival. And you could be going home. This is not a National League Championship series. First time they've ever met. Dave Roberts endured his first loss in a game 1 of a NLDS. Had been 5-0 until last night. Has not been a National League team to win more than 107 games like the Giants did this year. Since a team you're very familiar with, Ronnie, the 86 Mets. 108 and 54 that year.
When they play on teams like that and like these guys this year, you really do feel every day you're going to win when they come to the ballpark.
And that carries over into the postseason, of course, as Turner is rung up. Well, the Dodgers bring 8 to the plate. Once again, they score 3 times. And Will Smith launches his first home run of the 2021 postseason. 9-2 Dodgers. Giants coming up, bottom of the 8th. Reminder that the stars of Super Troopers are back. Don't miss all new episodes of the True TV original series Tacoma FD, Thursdays at 10/9 Central on True TV. Mike Yastrzemski will pinch hit for San Francisco. Brusdar Graterol is on the mound. Trinan was warming up. He sits. Graterol in a 9-2 game will enter in the Giants' 8th.
100-mile-an-hour sinker facing Mike Yastrzemski.
And he pops it up. Justin Turner is over in foul territory. Makes the play for the out. Right near Giants third base coach Ron Wotus, who has announced he will retire at the end of the season. Been one of the great ones. A lot of managers, including Bruce Bochy, and their great run here with the 3 World Series. And now Gabe Kapler, and finishing his career in 2021. And what a year to go out on. Lauren Shahadi's got more on that story with Ron Wotus. What do you have, Lauren?
Yeah, not only was he under Bruce Bochy, he was hired as the team's third base coach when Dusty Baker was the manager. Barry Bonds was their left fielder, and the team played at Candlestick.
Wow. He was a minor league manager in the Giants system. I remember when I was calling games in the minor leagues, he was in Shreveport managing in the Giants system. That was a long time ago, Ronnie.
Well, I was just thinking that the Giants will have 13 coaches, many of them in their 30s. Ron probably just ran out of things to talk about with the other coaches.
Ran out of stuff in common, right? Third base coach, he was named under Dusty Baker in '98, and then the bench coach for a long stretch. 18 years he was the bench coach. And then back to the third base coaching box since 2018. But did it the old school way, managing the minor leagues, longtime coach.
There's no bigger compliment you can get than a good baseball man.
Yep, that's it. It's an incredible coaching staff for the Giants. A bit of a trend-setting coaching staff, too. And 13 coaches on this Giant staff. Wotus, he was on the staff back when that foghorn was a Candlestick. He's seen all of this unfold. But this Giants coaching staff, they have 13 coaches. Yeah. They have 2 bullpen catchers. Gabe Kapler wanted a big staff. He said it's the equivalent of a classroom with more teachers. And there's been a lot of buy-in with the players. First full-time female coach as well. Alyssa Nakin is on this staff in her early 30s. Trailblazing move by the Giants. And Alyssa Nakin. And, I think a lot of us were wondering how this was going to work because most of their staff does not have major league experience. There's Alyssa working the pitching machine pregame. She puts in a lot of time and effort. All these coaches do. They're here for a long time.
Pitching machines are pretty scientific now, able to replicate what that starting pitcher that night, his repertoire, really. Spin rate, how hard they throw.
It's been a fascinating study to see how these huge names, these faces of franchise-type players, including guys like Bryant, who they acquired from the Cubs via trade, but they've adapted really well to this setup, this system. And what you hear from most in the Giants organization is the workouts, the teaching. It is efficient. It's quick. They're in, they're out. And with so many coaches, you can afford to do that. More coaches than any team in the majors.
Well, I think also with so much information, Brian, it helps that there's plenty of people to try to disperse that amongst the team.
Farhan Zaidi, the president of baseball operations with the Giants. He spent time under Andrew Friedman in Los Angeles. There's a called strike 3, and Bryant is rung up. Gratterall rings the bell on Chris Bryant on a 3-2 pitch.
His 0-2 and worked it all the way to 3-2 and then dented that outside corner with a 100-mile-an-hour two-seamer.
2 up, 2 down for Gratterall. Of course, Andrew Friedman had all those great years with the Rays and really helped make them a viable contending franchise as well. He's carried it over to L.A. So all the front offices are good and locked in and great systems in place. These two teams going to be quite a series. 9-2 Dodgers as we go to the ninth. Series on TBS. It's presented by Good Sam. Mike Yastrzemski stays in the game to play left field, or play center field, I beg your pardon. Bryant moves over to left field. And Kervin Castro, the 22-year-old rookie from Venezuela, on the mound here for the first time for the Giants in the postseason. Facing Justin Turner, it is 9-2 Los Angeles.
Youngest player on the Giants roster at 22 years old. Justin Turner hasn't gotten it going in this division series yet.
Had that home run in the wild card game. It was 0 for 4 last night, is 0 for 4 tonight. First at bat, he hit a line shot to left to rough for an out. Dodgers haven't needed him tonight, though. 9 runs on 11 hits. And stretching that lead, those add-on runs, 4 in the 6th, 3 more in the 8th. Grounder over to third, and Longoria makes a play for out number 1. Looks like Phil Bickford will get the 9th inning for LA, with Posey, Flores, and Crawford scheduled to hit.
Kervin Castro was down in AAA for most of the year. He only appeared in 10 games in September for the Giants. But those 10 games were so impressive, he didn't allow a run that he made the division roster.
Giants carry 8 relief pitchers like the Dodgers. And it felt like it came right down to Castro or Johnny Cueto.